On this episode of Machining 101, we're going to learn about the importance of hydraulics and the role they play in CNC machines. Here with Kenny Partanen.
How's it going?
How are you doing, my friend?
Good.
So what is hydraulic fluid?
Hydraulic fluid is a fluid that makes things move. It's under pressure, and it's incredibly important because, well, it holds my part, it holds my turret. It's used in a lot of places in various machines.
So can you explain how it's used in this Doosan machine?
In this Doosan machine, the hydraulics power both my sub and main spindle chucks.
So this guy and that guy?
Yes, so these are collet chucks, and the drawbars that tighten those chucks are actuated with hydraulic power.
Gotcha. So what do these two chucks do inside this lathe?
So these two chucks spin and allow me to drill on the end of this machine, to drill and tap, and this one will obviously allow me to work on this side of the part. And once I cut this part off and I need to get access to the back side, the hydraulics hold that part in there so that way I can machine on the back side of my part.
So hydraulics play a critical role in the precision machining of this machine?
Yes. So in my TPM checklist, you're actually supposed to check the hydraulic pressure of both of these chucks to make sure we're holding tight enough onto that part so it doesn't move while I'm drilling.
So how do we check that pressure?
There's a gauge for each chuck. We're going to look down here. Oh, we have zero pressure right now. We probably don't have our hydraulics on the machine.
So how do you turn them on?
Well, we just turned this machine on. All we did was press the power on button. We waited for the machine to load, and we got a big red light, emergency. Well, we haven't done anything yet, so we're going to undo that emergency. And this on button here kicks the hydraulics on. When I do that, that emergency light goes away, and now let's go check that gauge. I bet you there's some pressure in that chuck right now.
Let's take a look.
So right now, we're at almost 400 PSI of holding force, holding that part so it doesn't move while we machine it.
Is that enough?
I think it is.
So what's the next step?
Well, we have two chucks in this machine. This is the pressure for the main. We got to check the sub. Our sub spindle chuck is up here, and we're sitting at about the same pressure.
So is it ready to hit the rock and roll button yet?
Almost. We still have to send the machine home.
So now that we know that the hydraulics work, the pressure is right where it needs to be, our next step is to send the parts home?
We have to send the axes of the machine home, and I would love to explain to you what home actually means. So this machine happens to be a 3-axis lathe. So it has X, Y, and Z. So right now, it's just somewhere. We need to send the machine all the way home, also called reference position, and that'll be 0 on the machine axis coordinate system.
So can you show us how we send it home?
First, we have to close the door. These are the modes for this machine, and we're going to go to reference. Notice there's a picture of a target datum. So we need to send this machine home. We're going to send our Y-axis, our X-axis, and our Z-axis home. We're going to tap Y+. A light came on. Notice our Y says 0. We're going to hit X+. The light came on. X is all the way up at positive 15. It's as large as this machine will go. And we're going to hit Z. The machine will move to Z all the way as far as it'll go. And actually, this machine has a B axis as well. We're going to hit B+. So all of those axes are now all the way home. Notice the target datum here. All these lights are solid. We're home. The C1 and C2 axes are rotational axes that don't need to be set home unless we were using live tooling.
So now all my green lights are on, so that's how I know my machine is home. Are you the FNG in the shop? The fancy new guy? Well, I am too. Follow my journey and watch Machining 101, where Kenny teaches me everything I need to know about machining and manufacturing. Visit us at thepeoplemanufacturing.com for all you FNGs out there. This episode of Machining 101 was brought to you by Sonny's the Car Wash Factory. Sonny's is the largest conveyorized car wash manufacturer in the world. For more information, visit sonnysdirect.com. Thanks for watching this episode of Machining 101.